Okay. Let's see if this is going to work today. Uh, okay. Yeah, I finally got some primer on the walls. Um, how you doing, Bob? Okay. Uh, I'm going to attempt to do a scene right here. Get one going. That corner's been naked enough, so I figure it's time. Have you heard anything on Vinny? I know he's not doing too hot. They said last night he was feeling weak. Okay, I want to put you on a big screen. One too many. Oh, I don't want that. Okay, here we go, maybe. I'm having technical difficulties at this time. So is this thing sounding okay? I mean, both of these engines are DC. Excuse me. I figured I'd get my DC out today. They both. This one here has a 6-pin connector or a 9-pin connector in it. Right now it just has that dummy plug in it. The other engine coming around has it looks to be like a 21 pin connector in it. It cost $145 for it. So once I get the instructions for it, I traded another engine for this one because he didn't like it. He said he couldn't, because of it being DC, it was hard for him to keep up with a DCC and a DC. If that makes sense. Um, what I'm going for is this area right through here. This is all styrofoam, or yeah, insulation, green board, whatever you want to call it. It'll be sitting here. I've got a river drawn out that's flat right now, so I've got to make it look deep. You know, do that 3-dimensional look on it. But I'm going to move the camera over just a little bit to where you all can see it better. Hey brother, how you doing, Joe? Um, they I went in and took a piece of this material here, you know, the subflooring, and I routed out half of it. Yeah, so that's pretty thin right now in this area. But that's what I wanted because I want to try. Come on, get out of there. I am going to do resin fill on it. I am going to have some water effects in this. But being a flat layout, and I didn't encounter doing this, I had to figure a way of doing it out where it still looked decent. I had these two bridges. They are separate bridges. I took the these right here. I shaved off of one side of each of these because one side's flat. That's a flat side that goes up to your track. And this is the outside. I still have my ripples on the outside on both sides, but the center one here are both smooth. That way I could get them sealed up and as one. Now I can take this bridge apart. Come on, get it going. These rails right here slide this way for right now. And come on, get it moving. The rail joiners on this side of the track go back towards I can lift that all out and slide it out, take the track out, take this apart, and it'll look like that. The wife painted it for me. And I said, here, I got a job for you. She goes, what's that? I says, paint my bridge. I said, okay. So she did the blue on it. It don't look too bad. I mean, I told her I didn't want any color dark. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to look like green, gray. This bridge just got painted by a crew, so it's going to take a couple years for that to weather up. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But the colors that I'm going to use ain't that one. Here in the inner part of the layout or creek. Whew, I swallowed wrong. I am using Moss Melody and Forest Moss. And I know I had another green. Oh, I do. Sorry. Ivory English green. I just go through there and I start dark in the middle and then I worked the lighter colors out. I blend it all together. On the sides here, I started out with burnt umber, and then I faded into coffee, and then I faded that into raw sienna to get that different texture that a creek has. Unless you're out in the Caribbeans or a Blue Lagoon, most creeks that run are clear. What you see is the murky bottom, and that's what I'm going for. I took in consideration as far as the traffic that will be going through here, you know, because let me see if I can back this up. There's the entrance to my room, you know. I got my door. I don't want my cats in here. We have a new addition to the house. My grandson and granddaughter was down at that park I took a video of, and I can't figure out where it went because it was live. And I can't find it. When I'm done, this section right here across the door, okay, is also going to be filled in white. That way the back, you know, even though you can stand on this side, you're still going to have that illusion. Exactly. You're exactly right, Roy. You're exactly right. That way, when I do my water, I mean, because I got to seal this. It's level. I double, triple, quadruple checked that this is all level. And that way when I do, I've got to make sure the edges are sealed. Because my plans are, let me see if I can do this right. On this side of lose all that. Ooh, excuse me. This is going to be going right here. Okay. This big old piece of styrofoam. On this side, it's been painted. I don't know what I used it for. Something. But I can really actually show you what I'm doing on the edges here because, you know, it's hard to see here. I'm going to go in and fill this with strips of styrofoam and give it a bank effect. Because when the water's down low, you'll have a shelf or a bank, whatever you want to call it. I'll roll this down into, or I might leave it as is. I've got a bunch of these little strips cut up. I don't throw none of this stuff away. I've got trash bags of, not, you know, trash bags, but the little white garbage bags from the kitchen. I've got a couple of them just filled full of little stuff because you never know when you're going to need something. Why cut up a big strip when you can do this? Save it. But I started working on this one last night, and let me see if I can get you closer to that. I've rolled this edge because I'm not really sure what's going on this side. I don't know. But I'm going to do both sides. That one's got a curve in it. And all I do is find a piece I like. Let's see, I'll cut that one down because I want a little bit of a shelf here, more than my finger width. And then when this goes on, I'll slide that down there for demonstration purposes. Let me see if I can spin you around. Man, I wish that camera spun that way. But it gives you a layered look. Because in order, I got to make it look good because there's going to be 3 bridges on this. We've got the 2 railroad bridges, and then this will be a wooden trestle arch bridge that everybody has been using, and I love them because that will just fit in. I'm not really worried about it getting damaged in this area because there's really not a lot of switching, or it's just this running trains in this area. But if you look, you can see the different colors of the browns and the greens and everything on the bottom. Now, once I put my stones and my logs and my debris in here that I'm going to put in the dirt, I've got a good start on it. But now I've got to make, I got to make that there look like that. So that should be interesting. I'm trying to do this to where I can get on that side and work it, but my camera don't want to stay. Okay. Because it's just too yuck here. I don't, these are 3 colors I start out with. These are 3 colors I'm going to need. I am going to get my paintbrush. There's one. Where's the one I want? Oh, here it is. Got my paintbrush. I got to, because this is what I'm going for. Okay. I piddle farted around last night. Okay. I do have the fill pieces that I'm gonna be needing to make my river. Sorry about me being in it. Okay. That's what I'm going for. Little church on the hill. And there'll be, once you come across the bridge over here, come across the bridge and then go down into the church. This right here is just going to be a 1-lane bridge because of it being a church. And that's the only thing that will be over there besides the pastor's house. But I've got a little pond going on here. I haven't took the film off of it. That's why it's still ucky. Back there's an area for a garage and a little cornfield over there. Just something that you would see out in the middle of West Virginia or the country, period. All this right here will be shaved down to look like the bank. But that's what I'm going for. I don't think it looks too bad. Once I get the lights wired in it and get the white lights wired in it and the scenery done. Sorry about me being in it. And all that good stuff. It will be, I don't think it'll look too bad. But right now it's just yucky looking. I'm still looking for one thing. The wife went to a Hallmark opening today with her brother. But the last time they went up there, they stopped at Hobby Lobby, and they got me this here. I'm going to attempt to make some wired trees. That should be interesting to watch. It is 20 gauge wire. That's the thinnest that I could find. Exactly. My grandbabies do it. They swim out here in the creek when it ain't moving, like a tornado. They swim out there underneath my weeping willow. Ain't nothing dirty about it. It's clean rain, wash off from the mountains. Now, 20 years ago, you wouldn't see me in the creek. People upstream here did not have, we say proper sewage. And there's still some in different areas, not up this way. Uh, some parts of West Virginia, there is still that use the creek as their dumping spot for their sewage. And that's not going through a filtration system. Yeah, I think they spent 4.5 million to run new sewage and water line. About 8 years ago. I mean, that's takes you from where I live about 45 minutes to get to the head of the holler where I live, and I'm 5 miles away from the town. I know them pictures that Clyde and them was showing today on Sidetracks Sunday. Oh man, were they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful scenery. I can't wait till I'm trying to get underneath without killing myself. Um, I that way I can still see what's going on. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, it's just I'm trying something different, starting with a flat board. I mean, use flat. I'm a dust nut, and see what I can do. I got to make it look 3D. Ow. Come on, fingers. I mean, this is all I did, and I got mustard to get what I wanted. The reason I'm going so wide is because the that way I don't miss anything when I set the styrofoam down. Come on, fingers. There we go. Got it clean. I hope everybody's had a good day so far. Oh, I'm getting on your shirt. There's a light switch right there too. And as you can tell, I'm not letting nothing sit. This is burnt umber. First color was the English ivory. Second color was the moss. And the third color was the forest moss. And now I'm going with burnt umber. And once I get the like I said, the stones, the rocks. The bad thing about it is 80% of this is going to be covered by rocks. You'll have your sand, your little sand barges that come out, and that's what they did up through here. Is they come up and clean the creek up. Come on, there you go. They cleaned the creek up, and they went. I think it was every 100 feet. Now they start at the head of the holler and come down, of course, but every 100 feet they dropped it. I think a foot, maybe 2 feet. I think it was 2 feet. That way they can control the erosion, I guess, because like I said, every 100 feet they went in and put logs this way in the creek. Even though the creek was running this way, they made it here. And that way, when it was low, all the water was concentrated in the center of the creek because this was all filled. But when the creek rises, to go over it. Which made some pretty scenery when they started doing the waterfalls. And I do mean beautiful waterfalls. I've got one right out here in front of my house. And that's what's not. I keep the grass cleaned up over there. Hi, Nissy. And that's where me and the grandbabies and the wife will go over there and they'll skip rocks in the creek. And they'll have a field day over there. I don't have no, when I know about it, I don't have to worry about rocks. Because the grandbabies, they done did the clean out for me. All I'm doing is giving this, where there is no rock, you will, you'll see either dirt. Because see, after I put my stones in here, or excuse me, my rocks in here, I've got some very fine sifted dirt that I've been using on the mountain over there. Which I had to, once I started the mountain, I'm thinking, okay, and then I forget who it was. And they're right. A layout needs a bridge on it. And that way Oh, too much. Oh. Actually, I want to go that way. I'm trying to keep all my strokes the same way because that's the way the water's going to be running. And that way, too much. I knew it. Once I get the dirt in there, I lost concentration because that was too much right there. They I gotta put I am gonna put the sifted dirt around the stones and the rocks and the trees, and you'll have trees that are half buried, and you'll have trees that are laying on top of it. Oh, now I gotta get back underneath the walk. Yeah. But that's what I'm going for is see what this don't have will be the brown bank, because you're gonna have I don't know what you'd call that, maybe a 1.5 foot drop or a 2 foot drop once. You know how a creek, see if I got it open far enough. Yes. You know, when a creek or a river goes around a bend, it'll beat the snot out of this side more than this side. That way, and I do have my fill piece. Is that it? No. There it is. Ooh, there we go. I have to make everything fit tight. This will be rolled down onto this one. This will be all landscaped with trees, bushes, all that good overgrowth stuff. But that's what my plans are right there. Is to, I hate this camera, is to make this corner, when you first walk into the layout room, well, there's every part of the layout that is a wow when you walk in. This is going to set the tone for my layout on how this looks. This area, you got to excuse the mess. I've been working on it. That area right there is going to set the tone for the layout. I took, this goes over here. Excuse me, bald headedness. Old age. The 1 foot by 4 foot that I was going to put over there in that corner, I am still going to do something like that, but I added it here. because I've got a special little project for this area. Once I get that back area done, I'm not going to do the front and trash it out when I do the back. But this is what I'm going for as far as this corner. There. Like I said, there will be a wooden bridge that will take you across here, down the road, across. Where did I put my other pieces? Oh, scared me like that. That way will be my river when it comes through. Like I said, I apologize for being in. This is what I'm going for. See, I gotta bring that out more. I think that's gonna look awesome when it's done. You know, I'll have my facial, all that stuff. But now that I've got the layout up and running, the switches in that I gotta have to do more expansions. As you can see, I got my walls in primer. Yippee! Now I can start progressing on the backdrop, the layout itself. See, that's what was holding me up, is getting the dude in here to do this. With my lungs, I can't be around none of this. And that's what sucks, is because I did it for so many years. And when you gotta rely on somebody else to do something, it really sucks. But hearsay, nearsay, it's done. They're painted. I done added a brown spot on my wall right there. Look at that. Can you see that little brown spot way over here? No? Good. But I'm glad everybody stopped in. My next deal is to get all this glued down and weighted. I'm sure y'all don't want to watch glue dry because I hate it. I do have my little piece. I think it. Where'd my little piece go? I do have a piece to finish off. Somebody right here. Because I had it upside down. I thought something didn't look right. Then I got this piece. Where's my piece at? Oh well. I've got it somewhere around here. So I don't throw nothing away. I've got this where it falls down to this. Now my next stage, like I said, I'm gonna concentrate on getting that all glued down. And this side glued down. I gotta put a fill right here. Because there will be a path off of this road that will take you down into this part when it's, the creek we can go fishing. But I'm glad everybody stopped in. Um, this is a project of the layout on this corner. I don't know if it will stay live again, because when I do this, my camera goes. But there's the yard that we've been working on. Like I said, down here, excuse the mess. Like I said, I've been cleaning, going through totes. Just, I was going to put that 1 foot section here, come out 1 foot, and then come down to here 4 foot, because I have plans for this section of the track. But I got a little bit of a different idea on how this is going to be designed. Who knows, you know? But there is where the coal mine, come on, swing. Thank you. That's where the coal mine will be. Single going up to 2, coming around. This is the section that the coal facility will be, as far as them getting the coal out of the ground, and then up to the loadout. Like I said, a lot of big plans for this layout. Just just got to do it now. You know what I'm saying? It's all set up. I got material out in the garage to make my center peninsula, or well, I'm glad, Missy. I mean, if I can help somebody out as far as, you know, if they're stuck, because you all help me out when I'm stuck, literally. I just can't wait to, let me see if I can get this to spin again. Like I said, that right there is full of trains that have to have couplers and wheels put on it. If I would spend about $300 on that, I could have close to 80 more pieces of rolling stock. It's all blue box, but that's the era I'm in. You know what I'm saying? There's the lift out. There's the lift out that comes across. And then we're back where we started. Somebody asked me how big this is. The room itself is 12 by 18. The layout is 12 by 18, but this bridge here sets off, as you can see, this much, because I didn't want anybody coming through the door and hitting it instantly. This way they've got to step in, they see it, and they can take off with it. Once this is lifted out, there is no power to this track. These tracks will go dead roughly about in this area to roughly, well, you can see them two joints right here. One here and one here. Once this bridge is taken out, that's how much of the track is dead. because I don't want them to hit the concrete. And I seen that. I followed DJ Model Works on his lift out. That's what I did as far as the way he did his power. I liked it. This is the main conductor between these two. Once this is out, the track's dead. Which I've almost had an engine hit the ground before. I mean, I literally looked over and it was hanging. I don't know what kept it on the track, honest to Pete. But it was 3/4, I'd say over quarter of the way, halfway hanging off of this when this was gone. I just happened to glance around and it was like, oh my God. I think it took 3 steps for me to get from one part of the way out to the other. But I'm gonna call it for a bit. I appreciate everybody stopping in. When you get in, hit that notification bell and see the progress on this. That way we can see it grow together. Because I know what's in my head. If I put it on paper, it don't match up. It don't. That way we can see it grow together. Like I said, I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't, and do not forget to hit that icon that says all notifications. But until next time, be safe, be careful, and keep playing with trains. And Roy, you be careful out on that road. You all be safe and have a good day.